Hello, Foster Sales Team. Again, I have another presentation for you today. This presentation is for better built products, more specifically the Top Hat Tree Stabilization System. When you get your color brochure in the mail, when you get this in front of a customer, in addition to your samples, the first page I like to open to is this one, which I hope you can see shows a bunch of blown over trees versus a bunch of trees that are standing nicely. Most of you gave a good shot, or all of you gave a good shot at that Prairie Winds, but it was just too expensive. But I think what you saw was there's angst out there, and there's trees that are blowing over. I saw the angst, and I went on and did an internet search and found this company. And then Martin built up a relationship with him, which is what he does, and got the line on board for us. And I have been kind of the test run for this, and I've been out and I've been selling some. It's not entirely easy to sell, but it's very saleable. And when you find the customer, you will find that the dollars add up very, very fast because we are talking multiples. One of the buzzwords I like to use when I'm pitching this product is about the price of a heavy duty. When they say, well, how much are they? About the price of a heavy-duty tomato cage is where I start with, and that's about what they are. I mean, they start at about $6. I'm going to pan around here, and you will see that they come in several sizes. I'm holding this up. I've got sizes spread all out on my ping pong table there. They come in 3, 5, 7, 10, 15, and I don't carry the 20 or the 25 round with me because they wouldn't fit in my car. You will get asked questions such as, do I have to stake them down? The answer is probably not. Talking to Larry, the rep from Better Bilt, he said less than 5% of the people stake them down. I did find out in the field there were some people that already had these, and that helped me gain confidence in the line because what I was told was, I said, well, how do they work? You know, I never even saw them. And what I was told was, they do what they're supposed to do. And I asked, do you stake them down? And the answer was, no. So I'm going to grab a couple of these, and you'll see ingenious design, okay? And these L brackets on the bottom can be bent in and out to accommodate different size nursery pots. Not all nursery pots created equal, as we know. But if you want a really snug fit on the pot, such as this, okay, that's a snug fit on the pot. That's because this pot fit real tight in there to the bottom. Okay, I like to have a nursery pot to show the line with too, to give people an idea. But the real secret is to set out all the samples like I showed you, all out in sizing, and let them come out with their own nursery pots and come and try to fit something in and get the wheels turning. Another question about the line would be spacing, and you can overlap them, which makes them even more stable. See how I'm placing these like this? A lot of people will overlap them just a little bit, and that'll give you even more. You'll have like a whole, grid of this sort of thing, almost impossible to blow over. Can they blow over? Yes, they can. Can your house get blown away in a tornado? Yes, it can. Okay. Talking to Larry, he said, most trees with an average crown or like an apple, that kind of thing, 25-mile-an-hour wind is not a problem. He said microbursts of 50 miles an hour could blow a tree over, but I would sell this line with confidence that it's going to really take a lot of the angst away from dealers that have real problems with this. The buzzwords would be, or the buzz trees if you would be the apple trees and then the arborvitaes and even hydrangeas. Things that are just, you put them up, they blow over. You put them up, they blow over. The biggest barrier to selling this line is $750 minimum. That certainly isn't an $1,800 minimum like we had before. For only 6 units, $750 is quite a few of these. But what I've found, when I can get the dealer to pop for this line, the orders are way bigger than $750 once they start counting up what they need for this size, this size, this size. Now that being said, I believe I've written 5 orders in this line, and the average has to be over $1,000. But the dealer will either tend towards a 3, 5, 7, and then forget the bigger sizes, or they'll be 10, 15, and maybe a 20, or 7, 10, 15. They'll either want the bigger ones or the smaller ones. I don't understand that. That's just the way it is, or just the way it's come around. I had one dealer that bought them all. The other thing is there's a lot of other things that are included in this line, and some of the things that I've sold along with the top hats are nursery carts, and they run about $300–400 a piece. And then there's a big, heavy, half tomato cage that hooks into itself. And I sold quite a few of those, and I've sold some of their nylon tree rope. And then there's also, and this may not show very well, but there are perennial grids. And the perennial grids are for 1 and 2 gallon. No, it doesn't show well, but there's a wire grid that goes over the top of your pallet or what have you and holds 1 or 2 gallon pots. Those are $18 a piece, packed 5. You will see on the program that on all the top hats, the pallet pack is $800 per pallet. Well, we'll sell any amount. If they want 10 of one, 15 7 gallons, and 20 gallons, whatever increments they want, as long as they meet the $750 minimum, you can write an order. On the perennial grids, they have to be in increments of 5. That's the only criteria I've seen. I would say that you're going to find people that you can't get them over that $750 hump. Larry, the rep, has said that he will send out sample packs, and there's a free sample pack. And the free sample pack is something to not be abused, but in your bigger, better customers that have higher potential. And that will be one of each size top hat for them to try, and then one tree anchor, which is their better built tree anchor, is their stock and trade item, but I'm not fluent on how to sell that yet. There's another sample pack available to the $90 cost dealer that will give you multiples of 3s, 5s, and 7s, or multiples of 7s, 10s, and 15s, so they could, run a row out in front of their business of trees that won't blow over, and you will get that information. A couple other notes I have. Remember that, I think I mentioned this, you can bend these inverted L's in to shape the pot and hold it tighter. He said the welds will not break. And I said that people tend to buy, in 3s, 5s, 7s, 7s, 10s, 15s. And there are quite a few other items on the program to look at. Any other things I want to cover here? I think I talked about the domino effect, and the domino effect was if you put on your windward side, if you run 2 rows of these, it will sure help the whole thing from blowing over, and it'll keep from the inner trees blowing over, especially because you've got a wall there made up of these top hats on the one side that will stop the wind and not blow over. I think this is a line with a great potential, and if you keep hammering at it, and you absolutely have to carry these samples in with you. Have I carried a more difficult sample? I can't remember when, but if you take the 4 smaller sizes and nest them, and then you make like a hose reel out of them. I'm not going to make one of those right now because it would be a circus. Those will take up not very much space, and then you have to carry the 15-gallon one separately, and that's pretty big. There's no way to nest that thing. But that's the way to carry them, and I know you're going to have questions on this, and our rep Larry will forward his information to you, as well as you can call me because I'm becoming more and more comfortable with this line. Especially when I see how the dollars are adding up. Thanks much.